I'll be back. Who comes to mind? If this sounds familiar, you'll be happy to know that most Americans can relate this famous quotation to one person, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, I've been an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie fan since 1984 when I was a senior in high school, and Terminator 1 was released at the box office. Over the next few minutes, I will tell you about Terminator 1, Kindergarten Cop, and Terminator 2. The first movie that I'd like to talk to you about today is Terminator 1 with Arnold Schwarzenegger starring as a cyborg assassin that was sent back from the year 2029 by Skynet to assassinate Sarah O'Connor, who would later bear a son, John Connor, that would lead the revolution to Skynet. While in pursuit of Sarah Connor to assassinate her, Arnold Schwarzenegger was denied access to a police station that Sarah Connor was taking refuge in, and he turned to the police officers and stated, "I'll be back." And that is when the famous quotation started. Originally, while they started filming the Terminator 1, Arnold had requested that he could say, "I will be back," because of his accent. He was not able to pronounce the contraction, "I'll be back." And so he was denied that request, fortunately for him, as that helped to grow his famous here in the United States. The second movie that I'd like to discuss today is Kindergarten Cop, where Arnold Schwarzenegger started to really show his versatility as an actor and express his creativity. He was able to masquerade as a kindergarten teacher while playing detective and also holding an action role. This is where he also started with a second quotation that most Americans can recognize, and that is, "It's not a tumor," in his response to a kindergarten student's suggestion that his headache perhaps was caused by a brain tumor. The third movie that I'd like to talk about today that really solidified Arnold Schwarzenegger as a classic American movie star is Terminator 2. This was a sequel to Terminator 1, although this time Arnold Schwarzenegger was sent back by Skynet as a protector of John Connor, Sarah Connor's son. This movie received 4 Academy Awards and was the highest grossing box office hit in 1991, and the American Film Institute ranks Terminator 2 as one of the greatest action films and science fiction sequel films in American history. As you can see, it's clear that Arnold Schwarzenegger has become an American classic American movie star. And you now know that Arnold has starred in Terminator 1 in 1984, Kindergarten Cop in 1990, and Terminator 2 in 1991. I became a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger over 20 years ago, and I encourage you to as well. I'll be back.